And just like that, we have our finished product. So again, blueberries, strawberries, bananas on top with that delicious cinnamon oat mixture on the bottom. Okay, so I've got all the ingredients laid out so we can look at them one by one and think about their importance. So the first main ingredient is the rolled oats. Now with the rolled oats, of course, I like to have them already blended up, a little bit easier to digest. You can also do overnight oats. Overnight oats actually will be a little bit easier to digest as well because it's been soaking throughout the night. So really good, lean carbohydrate. The importance of it being lean there is I want to have as minimal amount of fat in the pre-workout carbohydrate meal because the purpose is not to digest a bunch of fat. The purpose is to fuel what I'm getting ready to do for my workout. So I've got my lean carbohydrates here. Personally, I'm around about a cup to a cup and a half depending on the workout day. Now, I also have chia seeds. I love to put chia seeds inside because this is an incredible way to get antioxidants. It's got a lot of fiber, a lot of iron, a lot of calcium as well. They're incredible. If you go to any of those chia bowl places, they're going to have these inside. Normally, they sprinkle some right on top for you. Real good. I use about half of this little measuring scoop here. But that's the chia seeds. I also love to put ground cinnamon inside. There's a lot of health benefits from cinnamon, but it also gives an incredible flavor effect. And then my fruits, my choices of fruits are blueberries, strawberries, and bananas. The blueberries and strawberries are definitely coming from the Amish market. I highly recommend getting yourself to a local market, farmer's market if you can. The fruits and veggies taste so much better, and you're going to get much more nutrients out of them as well. The banana, not sure where that was flown in from. However, this is half a banana because if you're in places and households with pets and kids, chances are this is going to happen. There's that banana. A little bit of peanut butter. Hold it. All right, go ahead and get into that thing. When it comes to being in the kitchen, I always know that he's going to be nearby because he knows he's going to get something to eat. So that goes back over the stuff that we had here. We had our fruits from the local market. The cool thing about these fruits is the sugars in those fruits I'm going to be able to use first for my workout. So I'm going to be able to get some sugar into my blood to be able to use for energy production right away. Then of course, once that's gone, that's what the purpose of those oats were for. So I'm going to use those for fuel as well. Now this being my pre-workout meal, this is roughly about an hour to maybe an hour and a half before my workout. So I want to make sure that everything is digested. So while we're blending this up, we're going to go ahead and take about 16 ounces of water and bring that to a nice boil. I like it to be at a boil because then it makes everything really easy for me to mix up because we're going to blend all this stuff up, minus the fruit, and then mix it into a nice, delicious paste. So to start, remember for my personal self, and everybody's different, but I like to go after a cup and a half. So I'm almost there. So grind it up. Go ahead into my chia seeds now. And so the goal with these, again, I go for about half and go ahead and place that in there. So now it gives me a nice ground consistency, and all I'm going to simply do after that is just put some cinnamon on top. And I don't really measure too much stuff out, but once again, I'd say 2-3 tablespoons maybe. All right. Cinnamon is great for you. Look up those benefits. Okay, so there's that. Now, for example, like I said, people have life, people get busy. So sometimes you need to stock it up and have it already pre-made. So there you go. Okay, so I just have these sitting over on my other counter where I keep all the oats because, I can just grab this up, once again, turn the heat on for the water, and then grow. Okay? Okay, so we're going to multitask a little bit, and so remember every meal needs to have all of those major components. You've got your carbohydrates, which we're working on now, but then you also need to have your proteins and your fats. And once again, I like to be in control of the whole process, as much as I can be in control of at least. And so here are my egg whites. Now these egg whites, completely lean, Okay, I get these from Costco. The reason I do egg whites is because I can once again control the fat. This is actually, if you were to go with the whole thing, about 50 grams of protein. Lean protein, okay? No chemicals, no nothing in it. It's only what you add to it. So what I do is I take one of these, simply just going to take the top off so we can get into it. Now, my personal option, I love these sweet drops here, okay? The sweet drops, I've got a vanilla cream here, Valencia orange, I've got an English toffee. I've kind of been playing around with the flavors, but the one that's always my go-to is the vanilla. And so just simply going to grab a little bit of that. It's not a whole lot, okay? From here, that goes right on inside. That's it, okay? My next ingredient is the MCT oil. So this MCT oil, the purpose of this is to get myself some raw organic coconut oil. Once again, fuel and energy. Now, this is 1 tablespoon. It's going to give me 14 grams of fat, okay? I personally go about 1.5 to 2, and that's seconds, okay? So from here, I'm just going to squeeze right on in there. 1, 2, that's about it, and that's it, okay? Now, of course, if you squeeze really hard, a lot more is going in there. But from here, I just put that top right back on. That's it. Give it a couple shakes, and that thing is done. Quick, simple source of protein. Fat is controlled, flavor is controlled. And now I can't even drink any of those protein shakes from the grocery store or from the gas station because I can taste all the extra additives. Okay? Simple stuff. All right, let's get back to that boiling water and finish up these oats. Right, so with the water boiling, just go ahead and place something out so that you can place your pan down. Make sure you turn that stove off. You got some nice hot water here. Now from here, just going to go ahead and take that mixture and just simply pour it right on in. Okay? From here, you're just going to go ahead and grab a simple spoon. And what we want to do is work slowly in the beginning, just pressing this all around, kind of mixing it up. For those of you looking for a shoulder pump right before your workout, this is going to get you. And from here, just going to feed that in. I'm telling you, some of us know when you're on prep, you figure out how to get every last drop. I'll do that there. Okay? This is delicious. No brown sugar in there, okay? It's all completely controlled carbohydrates. Now, it's up to you on what you add next. So you can either add your fruit, you can add your honey, whatever you'd like to add, or if you need to keep really strict with your numbers, it's just that right there, okay? But for today, we're going to add in the strawberries. Then we got some blueberries and some bananas. Oh yeah, we need them all, because you know who's watching and we'll eat the rest of them. I'm telling you, he's close. He ain't going nowhere. All right. And just like that, we have our finished product. So again, blueberries, strawberries, bananas on top with that delicious cinnamon oat mixture on the bottom. I've had some of my friends show me some mixtures with apples and pears and all sorts of different options. There's even that salt and savory option if you're interested. So remember, this is the sweet side of things. You could certainly go for something else. Remember, you also could even look at putting chicken into your oatmeal as well, raw chicken, and it'll cook up while it's in there too. And this could easily be like that lunchtime pre-workout. So it kind of depends on what your flavor palette is. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you give it a shot and experiment. It's always fun. But remember, regardless, make sure you put your meals together, prepare it, and have it ready so that you don't even have to think about it. Once that step is done, you can start focus on whether it's losing weight, gaining muscle, building, toning, whatever it is, that's where it starts. See you soon.